Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. Today is a birthday class. It is our second birthday class in a series of 4 that I'm doing. Because there's so many birthdays, I'm sure that I have to celebrate all year long and that you have to celebrate all year long. So one class just is not enough for birthdays. So I am going to just chat with you guys here for a second while everybody logs on. When you're here, say hi to me. I always love to know who's joining me live. And obviously if you're watching the replay as well, I obviously love that too. So I'm just super excited for today. Actually, today we are doing masculine birthday cards, gift card holder, and a little packaging idea. So it definitely challenged me. That's not my natural one. I'm obviously lots of cutesy things, lots of colorful butterflies, flowers, animals. So I had to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone, but it's because we need to. Like I have 3 boys that have birthdays and their friends that have birthdays, and I have, brothers, and so I definitely am needed all of these type of projects in my stash, so I'm sure you guys do too. So we are going to jump in. I am going to, let's see here. Well, maybe not. All right. Give you one more second while we get everybody on here. I'm glad you guys are all here. All right, yay. Amanda says she loves masculine cards. I loved them too. I actually love the finished projects. It just pushes you a little bit out of your comfort zone. I want to wrap big bows around things and lots of sparkles, and these projects don't have that. But I do have a really awesome free gift this time around as well. So how Ronda does classes is it's very similar, the same every week that I do them, is you get to all come and watch. I love that you're watching. You can share this video so that way you can find it easy again later. You can also share it with your friends, and we just love when you share. That is, sharing is caring. It obviously helps me too as well. And so you can share it and you can watch and learn and copy and make all these projects. What I do offer though for people who come to my classes is I do all the work for you. So we will cut the projects, we'll prep them, we'll put them in envelopes, we'll include the ribbon, we'll do all the die cutting for you, and we prep them all for you and ship it to you for free. So with all of my classes, when you place your order, then you get to get the cards for free. That's how I do my live classes, and that's how I do my online classes as well. So there is a minimum threshold, obviously, because I do pay for the shipping. So you have to spend at least $35 in my online store. The link is in this video, but I'll also put it in the description as well. And if it goes over $50, then you get to get a free gift from me. And today's free gift, and I don't know how come, is my mind is drawing a blank. And here they are. Well, here they were. They are the Enamel Dot Essentials, and they're not here. So I'm hoping, let's see, I might have to beg my friend Jane to go look on my desk. Because look, I had them, Jane, I grabbed them. But they must have fallen out. So it's the Enamel Dot Essentials, but they are like navy and white and crumb cake. Did you see them? Yeah. So are those the milky dots. So they're like matte finished. Yeah. Oh, you got them? Good. They're perfect for masculine cards, but they're also perfect for pretty much any. Yes, look, here we go. So they're you can see them a lot better against the white. So here is and I'm gonna fix our lighting here in a second, but it is really gray and really dark here. So this is the free gift, and these are so dark that they are navy blue, but they also look black. I've used them with black. And then they're brand new. They just came out in our new catalog. They've only been around for a couple weeks. They also have like a crumb cake or a crafty color, and then white. So So I'm gonna use those on almost all of our projects today. All right, let's jump in and get started. I don't wanna keep you guys too long today, so I'm gonna turn you down to my work surface. And I'm gonna add a little bit of, I'm gonna get some of my lighting here a little bit better, and then we are gonna get started. So the very first project I'm going to make is a card. So when you do take my classes and you place your order has to be placed by next Monday at midnight. So Monday at midnight is January, I think it's the 24th at midnight. Next Monday at midnight, you have to place your order. And then you're going to get 2 of the cards for free. Well, you'll make all of the projects. You'll get to make 2 of the cards, and then, well, both of the cards you'll make 2 of, and then there's a gift card holder and also a little bag. So this is the first card. Again, today we are focusing on masculine projects. So that is our main focus. Last week we did a lot more cutesy, fun, adorable projects. And so this week we're focusing on ones you're going to do for all of the men in your life. The perfect thing to use was the Day on the Farm paper. This is a part of our Saleabration selection. So January 23rd, thank you Trisha for being my calendar for me. This paper is so fun, and it's all farm animals. Look at this piece. How cute is this piece? You get actually perfect for scrapbooking. And then obviously the flip sides are all really awesome too. And so my favorite piece, we're going to use all my favorite pieces today. I love this red plaid, but then the other side is the cute little animals. And this coordinates with On the Farm in our mini catalog. So the dies work with this one too. So this is the paper I'm using. Do any of you already have this? It's free. So you can choose this. If you spend over $50, you'll get my free gift of those enamel dots, but then you can pick a free Saleabration choice. So you might want to pick this On the Farm paper to stock up on your, this will be great for kids cards as well too. And that is what I'll be focusing on next, is going to be cards for like kids, for teenagers, that kind of thing. All right, our first card is a fun fold. I think men could really appreciate, but everybody can. This is a very simple, fun fold. I'm using the Early Espresso, 4 1/4 by 11. When you do place your order to get the class for free, I will also send you a tutorial. So for everybody who placed their order last week, I ship out your kits a week later, and then I also email you the tutorial with all of the directions. And for those of you who are on Creative Corner, I also put them on Creative Corner as well. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this awesome piece that has all the animals. And I know I hate covering up this plaid piece. I love the plaid, but that's what we're going to do. Let's glue this down because I love this piece too. And then on the inside of our card, I'm going to do this kind of like farmland, with the barn and the land and all the animals too. And again, I love this side as well. This just kind of looks like dirt, which could be a very manly thing too. Not my husband. My husband does not like dirt. He is the cleanest person. But just, there you go. Oh, shoot. I'm not supposed to do that yet. See, I'm getting talking about my husband and I get sidetracked. All right, so don't glue that down yet. Next, we have to take another piece of cardstock, and it is cut 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. And you are going to take your scoring tool, and we are going to score this at 1 1/2. So just score it really easy there at 1 1/2. Scoring it just gives you that really easy fold. I wanted to show you the On the Farm paper. It's just in this little Saleabration brochure, so that's the only place you can get it, is for free and only till the end of February, and then you can't get it anymore. All right, now I'm going to fold that. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this flap here. So we're going to create almost like a gate. I don't know how you call it, like a latch or something, and it's going to just go on the inside of the card, kind of in the middle, like that. Now you want to glue down that other piece of designer series paper. Make sure I got it going the right direction. I do, because that completely hides the fact that you added that little piece in there. So now there's no seam and you hide that perfectly. All right, so then this, eventually this is gonna fold over and this is gonna fold over to kind of hold it shut. I have another piece of the designer series paper, and it is that plaid, so I am showing it. Yeah, this layout I did last night with my team as well as our mystery stamping. So I've seen this card in a bunch of different formats, and it is adorable. So I can't wait to see you guys copy it with this exact same product, or you could use other products as well. All right, so now we have our little, the makings of our card on the inside. So when you do place your order, I just wanna make sure you're actually going to make 6 projects. So you will make 2, you'll get the supplies to make 2 of these cards. All right, so then that's gonna go there on the inside. So that's where you would write your message. You can continue to decorate, because that On the Farm stamp set also has, you know, bunches of different animals in there, and it has lots of other little pieces on there too. So like you could stamp any of these animals. You could stamp the little barn, the trees, so you can continue to decorate the inside. I'm not gonna do that today just to make it go a little bit faster. All right, let's finish this card up. I have a layering circle, our scallops layering circle, and then I am going to take a 2 1/4 inch circle, and I'm gonna use a punch just to make it go a little bit faster today. And then I'm going to bring out this, I kind of want this barn, this is what I want right here. I want the barn and that silo. So I'm gonna go in here with my punch and kind of punch that out, just like that. Voila. You could again stamp in color. I'll show you, I have stamped in color too, but today I wanted it to go a little bit faster. I have to color one thing today, and that's enough. That's my maximum. So then that's gonna get layered right there on the middle of that. All right. Look how awesome that looks. This looks like, I'm sure it's perfect for, there is definitely, and this also could be for any, and if you have a friend that's a woman that loves, as a farmer, like this is for them too. I really don't like to make it gender specific. It's just whatever their style and their love is. For my masculine cards, I do use a lot of linen thread. Well, hello, who knows me out there? I use a lot of linen thread on everything, so I can't lie and say I just do it on more of the masculine cards. I use linen thread. I think it's very feminine looking too. So I go through about a roll of that a day. Well, that's a slight exaggeration, but on some things I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this into a bow, which I don't usually put anything with bows on cards that are masculine, but this one, it's with linen thread you can. It's still, there you go, really cool. Just a little bit of an embellishment. Again, with masculine cards, you don't have to put a bunch of flop. You know, it's just, they're to me, they're a little bit just harder to design, but they're a little bit easier to pull off. All right, last but not least, we're gonna go to the On the Farm, and I'm gonna use that saying that says "From All of Us." I have a strip of paper here, and then I have an early espresso stamp pad. And I'm just gonna stamp the "From All of Us." Grab my stamp on just this little this little 1/2 inch strip, and then snip off the ends. We'll take our dimensionals. So this would be a great card that you would make from your whole family. So I could make this card from my whole family, and all of us could sign the inside, and we could give it to my dad, my brother, uncles, friends. So I'm excited because I've made 2 of these cards now. So now I have 2 more to add to my stash like that. So just from all of us. I want to be able to see the barn. Whoops, down there I want to be able to see the barn. There you go. So there's our first card. Let me show you another variation that I made. It's actually very, very similar. The only thing I did on this one differently was I actually stamped out of the on the farm. I stamped the fields and the barn, and then just colored that in. I also used a different ribbon, but just so it's the same concept. Just wanted to show you another variation. This one I just made it a little bit simpler by stamping out the paper, and I actually like it just as well. So this is the one that we made today. All right, what do you think? You love it? It is adorable, and it is simple and easy, but that is what you want to do when you're making lots of cards there. All right, so that's On the Farm, our first one. That's a nice simple birthday card. Okay, our next one, last week I showed you the adorable owls. Remember we made purple and adorable owls. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite little cards with it in case you missed it. But here's our adorable owls. And they are so cute. But you know what? I seem to stamp them more cutesy, but they don't have to be. We're gonna stamp this one. This is gonna be a masculine owl. Are you ready? I have such a cool card. All right, I think it's a cool card. We need a half a sheet of crumb cake, and then you're going to need, let me get all my pieces here. Some navy, and then a piece of crumb cake that I also ran through the timber embossing folder, so it has a wood green background. So it has like a wood look to it. And then I did do some of this work ahead of time just to make it go faster. Here's a square that you could just cut. It's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. But I ran it through, it's ran through with a Stylish Shapes dies. If you don't have them, you can't get it right now anyway. They're on back order, or they're on unorderable until like the end of February. Best dies in the book, but I think most of you already own it. And then here's a 2.5 inch square, and that obviously will layer right in there. But I think you're gonna be surprised. This is the paper I'm using for this masculine card. So this is, again, some more Saleabration paper, so it's free. Don't forget, for those of you, does anybody not know about Saleabration? Please reach out. Say, Rhonda, I don't know what Saleabration is, if you don't know. Because I'd love to let you know. But again, you get to pick out free merchandise with your $50 orders. Of course, if you do it with my link, ordering from my store, then you get to also get this card class for free along with the dots. So we're gonna be using this paper. Look how beautiful it is. Some of the most stunning paper out of the Saleabration. The one thing that I don't know if you realize, but there is obviously a back side. And like some of these back sides, that one's beautiful, but some of them are actually quite masculine. So that's what we're gonna use. Like this one right here, that is totally a nice masculine piece. And then there's another green one we're gonna be using too. So these are the two pieces. So the front side. So let me tell you, I'm showing this so now you can see the versatility out of this pack of paper. I know Michelle Zidman, if you're watching, you don't like flowers, but all you have to do is flip it over, and then now you've got all kinds of varieties that you could use for, you know, again, every occasion. And look at that. It is really, these patterns are very universal. So, and every once in a while, you might want to make a beautiful, easy flower card, and then you got the other side too. So I did cut a few strips. See, the one side is all flowery and pretty, but now we have our side that is nice here and not so flowery and pretty. All right, let's put our card together. This is still a card. The first two are cards, just birthday cards. The next one's gonna be a gift card holder, and then the one after that is going to be a little gift bag. So you're gonna take your crumb cake and you're actually gonna score it at 4 1/4. So you're gonna score it in half. And then I'm gonna score it at 2 1/8. I'm gonna use that 1/8. So let's get score at 2 1/8 and then 4 1/4. I kind of went backwards on that. So there are those two score marks, and then you just fold it in half. And then this is actually gonna get folded in half too. So like that. You can see what that looks like. Now you're gonna straighten it back out. All right, I'm gonna put this card together pretty quick. It's a super easy card. So again, the one side, this has that wood grain, the timber embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, so you have to use your big Stampin' Cut Emboss machine with that one. It's gonna get layered down to a piece of, navy. Then I'm also going to take this patterned piece and I'm going to glue this down to the bottom here. Let's see. And then just trim off the edge so that it fits perfectly. And then I'm gonna take this little strip and I'm going to make a banner out of it, probably about this length. Then so banners, you just go in through the middle, side to side. And then we'll glue down these flowers. Flowers, no more. And then this is gonna get put down to this side over here, just like that. Yeah, it'd be great if I did it straight. Let me do it again so it's straight. There you go. All right, we are gonna be using one of our owls, our birthday owl. We're making, remember this is our birthday series. So yes, everything I'm doing is birthday oriented. It's something where if you know me very well, you know this is how I start off every year. It is, I need to get stocked up on birthday cards, birthday gift giving, and then I just keep it in a bin. And so pretty much all year long, I'm pretty stocked up. All 4 weeks, I'm doing different styles and themes, so you've got them for every occasion in your life. All right, take your Memento ink. So we're gonna be coloring them in with blends. Make sure I got that inked up pretty good. Stamp that on here. Now I'm gonna color him very quickly. He's very easy to color. We're gonna have our dark crumb cake and light crumb cake. And then we also have, let me make sure I got my right color blues too. Some blue. And then I'm also going to do like, yep, here we go. A dark old olive to kind of be, oh no, sorry. It's mossy meadow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color in our owl pretty quickly so you can see. I do typically make my owls a crumb cake. So I'll start with the light color crumb cake and just I do his whole face, minus the eyes and the nose. So all of not the nose, they don't have noses, they have beaks. If you have not got the Adorable Owl set, I'm sure you've seen some very cute projects with it, and I showed you last week. I wanted to use it again because I know most of you own it. And just to kind of give you another idea that it does not have to be just playful and you know, little kiddish, or it could, I mean, obviously it can be, and we love it like that, but I want to show you that you could also use it for all of your men type projects as well. And I'm just going to color in the beak and that. And then I also have the eyes with our light pool party. Go. And then last but not least, I have our Night of Navy, and that's what I'm just gonna color in these colors with. All right. I could color all day, but then I think you'd get a little bored. This is the dark crumb cake, so I will take that and just add some dark to the top part of the head here. And then I also like to take some and just add some accents to this one down here too. Which looks just like a kindergartner scribbled it, right? But then you go in with your light and you just blend it all together, and it looks like now you're an artist. So don't forget to do your blending. It just does it all on its own. So I always start with light, add my dark highlights, add my dark tones, and then I go back in and I highlight the rest of it. All right, phew, that was a lot of coloring. Well, it wasn't that hard. So this is gonna get glued down to, so you can see it, pretty simple. Down to here. This is gonna, you could take your dimensionals, I'm just gonna glue it down right now. Glue that one down to our front here. Go back to that, I have that same strip. All right. Inside the owl set is that it's your day. So you can make something for any occasion. Obviously we're making this for, I'm gonna take my Night of Navy stamp pad and take my block and stamp the It's Your Day, like that. Do the same, you could make it this a little banner. I actually just like to do little strips, snips. Take our dimensionals, just a little edge there. I use up every little piece of it. And that's gonna go across here. All right. Have you guys seen this done yet in the more of a masculine type of card? So the It's Your Day is gonna go there. Now this card is another fun fold. There's another little catch to it. So, oh, I can't help it. I feel like it needs a little crumb cake bow. It really doesn't, but I think I just have to put a little crumb cake bow on here. And I'm putting it as a double bow. So I just take a double length and then just tie a little bow with it. When you do order the class, when you get your class sent to you, I do include all the ribbon for you as well. So you'll have the ribbon. I do not include the embellishment. So unless you spend $50, then I send you the whole dang thing. So you get all of the embellishment. You get all of it. All right. So let me grab a mini glue dot. And there you go. I just wanted to do it. It's Your Day. See? Aw, yes, it needed it. All right, back to our card to finish this up. I am going to put glue just on the bottom of this navy piece, okay? But it still gets centered. So it looks just like a normal card, right? Totally normal card. But then also it opens up. So, well, hello, all cards open up, but I'm gonna put a strip down here of that same paper. This is like a little 3/4 inch strip down there at the bottom. Just turn that off. I have a label, and this label is out of the He's All That, or it's called All That. So All That, and I'll be using this again quite a bit today. So All That is a part of our He's All That bundle, which I'm going to be using that too. So it's a part of this. This is the bundle. So if you don't have it yet, these are great for all, the masculine cards. But these dies I use all the time. I use them a ton. There's banners, and then there's a circle and a small oval, and I use both of these a lot too. So I'll be using those again on a couple of my next projects as well. So on here, I'm just gonna take you could just put happy birthday if you want to. If you're making this for like, a neighbor or something, or I don't know, like a brother, you might wanna just say happy birthday. But I'm gonna be making this one maybe for my husband, or maybe, for like a little grandson. I don't have a grandson, but if you had a grandson, you could make it for them. Just clean this off, because otherwise I'm gonna get ink everywhere, which we know is very normal for me. All right, so I'm gonna do the hoot, you're so cute. So again, this would be good for a little boy, or heck, I would even do it for my boys that are grown. So I have the hoot, you're so cute, because that goes with the owl in the front. You could just use a different saying and just say happy birthday. Grab my dimensionals. You have to put this up on dimensionals. So you gotta make sure that you are lifting this up off the page. And then that's gonna get put down here. So your inside is decorated and here's your outside. But here's the part that makes this card so cool. First of all, when you make handmade cards, like people keep them, they love them. Like they're not going to just throw these in the garbage. So they also like to have them on display. So this is, I don't even know what this is called. It's a kind of an easel card. So when they get it, they can then lift this up and then it goes like that. So this way, oh yes, this would be great for your grandson's Valentine's Day card. You could use it for any occasion, obviously any occasion at all. But we're obviously focusing on birthdays. So this is the cool part about it, is how it sits just like that. So here's the, oh shoot, and I forgot, next we have to add our dots. Definitely have to add dots. So these, they have this navy in there, so that goes perfect with this card too. There's navy dots, and then obviously you could also add some crumb cake dots. We'll just add those to here, you know, different spots, and you can even, let's throw a white one in there because that matches too. So you've got all these really, all these colors going on with the dots. I love them. And now it's finished. Because look, here was my sample. I didn't put a bow on that one, and I think it needed a bow, but it's a, now, see, now I have two. I've got, oh, this one I did it on a different, I did a thing on that one. This one, I just put it right on there. Hoot, hoot, you're so cute. They're both so cute, right? Okay, so there you go. There's card number 2 with our owl. And look, isn't he is adorable. And he's called Adorable Owls. Look at that. Stampin' Up! Named it just perfect. They knew. All right, our next project is a gift card holder. And I'm using the stamp set Taco Fiesta. Taco Fiesta is a brand new stamp set. I just started playing with it. One of my best friends, Erica Serwin, we've been friends for probably 6 or 7 years, and she has just become one of my best friends. We do a lot in our businesses together. We have over the years. Well, anyway, she designed this stamp set. She sold $1 million, and so she became a $1 million sales achiever. So I love this set because it's one of my best friend's sets. But also, and she's from Texas, so this is all her life. And I've gone to visit her several times, and when I'm there, she takes me to all these, you know, authentic restaurants. And we gone to, she took my daughter to a rodeo, and anyway, so this is so much her. So I love this set. I've got lots of different things that I'm doing with it. But I thought, okay, for the manly cards in our life, I have to get out the Taco Fiesta stamp set. So it's in the mini catalog. It's brand new. It will, you know, sometimes these things in this catalog, they don't carry over. And this one's a pretty specific one, so I'm not holding out hopes that it'll be in the new catalog. And it's only $19, so you gotta order it because I'm sure that you have people in your life that love tacos. Another side story, one of our very best friends, who I'm actually going to Cancun with, the husband's name, I say our husband, it's not true, I don't share a husband, but the husband of my friend, we call him Taco. So I can't wait to make him something with this too. I'm gonna hold on to this set forever. All right, so we're going to be making a gift card holder with this. So but it's also a card too, kind of is both. So this is a half a sheet of our basic white cardstock, and I'm going to fold that in half. Let's hope I wrote these measurements down because they're really simple, but sometimes my brain, when I get in front of this camera, I did write measurements down. Sweet. All right, this is a piece of that Dandy Delight or Dandy Designer Series paper that's free. I've showed it to you, I think, every time I've done a class since it's came out because I love it. This is, I showed you it in the softer colors before. This time I'm going to show it to you in this is the bright colors. This is like it's a granny apple green. And it's 5 1/4 by 9 1/2. So I'm going to cut off that 9 1/2. But I didn't do it ahead of time because I want to show you that when you're done, there's also this kind of this strip left over. So I'm just going to cut this down to 2 inches. Let's do 1 3/4 inches. All right, and it's also not, let me see how long my paper is. It's by 5, so I'm going to cut it down by 5 as well. Okay, so you have all you need to do this whole project is a half a sheet of the paper. Now you could use the other side because it coordinates, but I love this piece right here. So I have a piece of our basic white, and it is 3 3¾ by 5, and I'm going to glue down this strip right here, like that. And this is going to get stuck down to the front, and I can do that right now with dimensionals too. So the front of this is kind of like, you know, it's like somebody who has a mullet. It's boring on the front, but it's fun on the inside. So that's what we're gonna make. We're gonna make one of those cards where it's not boring, but it's simple on the front, but then you open it up and it's like there's a party on the inside. So this is our outside. Let's finish the whole outside and then we'll make the inside. Okay, so what I have is I just grabbed some circles. This is from our Stylish Shape circles, and then I also from the Stylish Shapes have this too. We are going to make a holy guacamole, it's your birthday card. So we're going to pull the guacamole bowl. Do you guys love guacamole? Do any of you make your own guacamole? So I always thought guacamole is too hard to make, but it's really not. So I just started making my own guacamole probably like a year ago, and I love it. And I'm actually not bad at it. I think my guacamole is pretty good. So I'll stamp our little guacamole, and then I'm also going to stamp our nacho chips. See, this just makes me happy. Who would think that you would be stamping with guacamole and nacho chips and all that fun stuff? I gotta grab some scrap paper. I didn't. You gotta, we're gonna stamp the chips here off to the side, but then I need one little extra chip there too. So I'll stamp some scrap chips, some nacho chips. It's a good day. I really, actually, seeing this makes me really want a margarita too, and some, all right, I gotta get all my colors out here. I've got some fun colors. We're gonna be, I'm using, my guacamole is gonna be really fresh, so it's Granny Apple Green. And then I have, for the chips, I use the dark So Saffron, then the Ivory. I don't know which color is proper. I actually almost called Erica, because I know she's used this set so much. To see what she uses for chips. But I think it looked really good by the time I was done. So I'm gonna color in, again, I'm using the dark So Saffron, and way too yellow, right? Like, so then I took the Ivory, which is the color I use, you know, for a lot of faces, and I just used it on the owl. So now I'm just going over it, and it's like the perfect chip color. I was really happy with how. Someone even asked me, whoa, you colored that, Rhonda? I'm like, well, what do you think? Yes, of course I did. But they were pretty surprised with me. That's how good it looked. So I'll do, I just want one chip, and I'll just do that too. There you go. They look almost real enough that you could actually eat them. So this one right here, I'm just gonna cut out really fast. Oh goodness, I don't like cutting at all, much as anything fast. But it's a triangle. I can handle it. Just this little bit. It's just a really easy little triangle. All right, while I have it in my hand, I'm gonna just take a little piece of a dimensional, because we're gonna put it on the back of there. So I just cut along that edge, and then that's gonna go on this cute little chip. I love miniature things too. I love like fairy gardens and all that. So, all right, next I just got to color in the guacamole, and I'm using the Granny Apple Green. So I'll just start with the light, and then I'll go in with the dark. Do you guys all own this set yet? If not, if you're waiting for it, you're good. Again, I think it's one you just need to have in your stash. It's so different than like anything else that we've had. Then you're gonna want your smoky slate. I put it away, I think. because I've been using it a lot. I mean, luckily I got my blends right here by me. Yeah, so you're gonna use your, nope, it's right here next to me. You guys should see my surface. All right, so I got my light smoky, yeah, I knew that stuff was gonna go down, it's all right. So my light smoky slate, I want a little gray bowl. And then I'll just take the dark, again, I just like just add in a little bit of the highlights. Doesn't make it, just makes it look like it's real. And then go back in with your light one last time and just blend it all in together. There we go. So there is our guacamole. I did a lot of coloring today. You guys know I don't typically do that much coloring. Oh, phew, my last project does not have any coloring, just to let you warn you. I don't have any coloring on that. So I have our guacamole. And then, now this is what makes it. The other little chip, I'm thinking this looks boring, but that's because I haven't added the little chip. So when you add that in there, now it is stinking cute. So then on the piece here, we're going to have our holy guacamole saying. See, I've got dies all over the place here. It's not dies, but stamps. All right. If you have friends that like puns, my daughter-in-law, Michaela, loves puns. So I always like to send her funny cards like this. So I would even send this to her. So, but again, if you've got those men in your life, they're gonna really appreciate a guacamole card. So that's gonna go right there. I want to, again, mostly for men, I don't use a lot of bows, but I use linen thread. One of the things I use is when you buy our baker's twine, it comes in a 5-pack. Yes, whoever takes my classes knows they have a ton of it because I include this a lot. I use it a lot. So, here we go. You're going to, someone said they wish you used the taco. I have a sample with a taco I'll show you. But the taco wasn't a birthday one. This is a birthday class, so I had to use a birthday card, and the birthday card is the guacamole. But I loved the taco too, so I did make a card with the taco. I'll show it to you in a second. So, and you could still make it a birthday card, but I wanted to definitely make this one for birthdays. Let's see here. Trisha says you have plenty of linen thread, and so that's why I use it so much, because, you know, I mean, I always figure by the time I run out, you guys must run out too, right? Like, I use it, and if I'm starting to run out, like, I just had to order more of this. I thought, okay, it's time for me to add it in there. So there's the front of our card. Again, very, very simple. So now let's move to the inside. Remember, this is when I told you that there is a party going on the inside of this card. So this strip here was 5 1/4 by 9 1/2, and we are going to score it at 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4, 4 3/4, and 5 3/4. So just three score marks, and just go ahead and fold along those lines, and it creates like an accordion, or like people call it like a mountain. Yep, just like that. I'm gonna use my bone folder. So that's all we did, was just kind of create that. And I'm going to put glue on I gotta make sure I'm putting glue on the right side. There you go. So this is gonna go on the inside of this. So on this one side, you're going to put glue all the way around, and it's gonna get stuck down. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna stick that down. So the inside of this card is really cool too. And then on the other side, it's gonna get glued over here. Now you have to be a little bit careful with the glue. Put the glue down the seam there and across the bottom and just up a little bit. like that. And then actually I just fold my card over like that. So where I did not put glue was up here in this corner. And then this corner is going to get folded directly down. Yep. And so what I created was a pocket. And of course, this pocket is perfect for a gift card or lottery tickets or something. So this one project, hey, my Erica is watching me. Look, Erica, it says, holy guacamole, it's your birthday. How fun is that? All right, so then I also ran through a deckled rectangle. You could also cut one. And then I stamped some of those chips on there. I just have to add a little bit of the ivory to it so it makes it look like it's like they're really nacho chips. I just put glue right along that seam. And this is where you'll write your message. So this is the part where you'll actually just write your message. Let's see if I can get that straight. That was a little crooked. Well, let's see. There you go. So there's little, who doesn't want those cute little nacho chips? And then last but not least, I always put something right here again to kind of cover that. I'm not going, I did it already, but look, it says, your nacho average friend. So this would be a birthday card for a friend. And it has an avocado, like, I think, anyway, it's so fun, so fun. I am really busy. I'm going on vacation next week for a few days, and so I wanted to play with this set so bad yesterday and just keep making cards, but I had to finish designing the rest of them. So that one's gonna go right there, but look at this card. So when you order the class, you'll make one of these. So you'll make two of the other cards, and then you'll make one of this gift card holder. But it says that holy guacamole. And of course, let's sprinkle on a few of these dots just to kind of finish this card off. Oh, here, I put my little pick tool away. And these dots are blue, but I'm telling you, I can use them and all of a sudden it looks black. So I'll use them on dark navy blue with black cards, and I'll just sprinkle on a few of those. I think it just matches both of them perfectly. Matches them good. These things are really on here great. Oh, I lost it. There it is. There you go. Okay, so there's our holy guacamole. I did make this same card, and I made it, well, I told you I made it into a taco, but let's see if I can find it. I think I stuck it somewhere. So here's my holy guacamole one. Well, yeah, here it is. All right, so it said long time no taco, and then again there's a little taco, and then a spectacular. So you can use it in any of them. They have burritos, they have a piñata. I love the little spicy, like you spice up my life. I was already thinking of a card I can make for my husband with that. But then it has all these little faces, so you can make the chips have a face, and all of them can be, they're just so fun. And it's only $19. It's a great one to add onto your order, just to have for the people in your life that, again, how fun is that one. All right, you guys ready for one last project? This one is a gift giving idea. We're gonna be using this brand new paper that is in the mini catalog. Let me pull it out here for you because it is pretty spectacular. It is called Ready to Ride, and it's a specialty paper. Whenever they say specialty, you'll know that it's, one side of it is, can you see, it's very cool, glossy, shiny. But look, it has this page of like roses too. So that could be for, again, masculine or feminine. So it has checkered, so you could use it for both. And then, so this side is all really awesome. And then the flip side is something, again, you would use for lots of different occasions for masculine. Look at this sheet. This sheet is so awesome. You could actually cut these out and use them in scrapbooking, use them on card fronts. I'm using this piece. I made my sample with that piece. See, it's just a really versatile, the motorcycles, if anybody who loves motorcycles, And then this one is like all kinds of just gear, like all kinds of gear. All right, so that is the Ready to Ride paper. It's in the mini catalog. And so again, it's only gonna be available for a few months, a couple months left. So we're using this paper, and we're using the stamp set He's All That, and the All That set of dies. So I have a piece of our 6 by 12, so I just cut the paper in half, so you can get 2 of these out of every piece of paper. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna score it at 1 inch across the top, so this is the top, and then I'm gonna score it at, let me see, 1.5 inches. No, I better measure, I think that's 1 1/4 inches. 1 1/4 inches. The bottom is 1 1/4 inches. All right, so that's on going the other, actually, before you start, it's actually not 6 by 12, you need 6 by 9.5. So you can cut it off to begin with, I would do that before you score it, but you want this piece left over and you're gonna use this piece, so don't, yep, so it's 6 by 9.5, scored 1 inch across the top and 1 1/4 along the bottom. And then going the other direction, you're gonna score it at 1, and then you're gonna score it at 2 1/4, 5 1/4, and 6 1/2. All right, pretty easy measurements. This one, I'm going to fold the 1 inch piece down. We're gonna show that really nice orange strip. On one of the other ones that I did, I actually had put the pattern on the outside and then had this black shiny piece folded down. Yeah, I'll show that to you too. So that's gonna go like that. I like to make the top of the bag a little bit sturdier. And then you're just gonna go ahead and fold along those lines. I've made lots of bags like this, but in all different sizes. This is the first one I've made in this size. So sometimes it's hard to see the lines because you don't want to score super hard because then you'll tear your paper. So nice and soft. Trust me, ask me how I know. Okay, so I scored along all the lines. And then at the bottom, I'm just going to snip up to that 1 1/4 inch mark. Like this. And actually, on this little 1 inch one, you can just get rid of that little piece. Okay, let's put this together. I'm just gonna, on that 1 inch tab, you put your adhesive there. And then this actually I just fold this over and it should line up perfectly, especially if you did it correctly. So that creates the start of your bag. On the bottom, these actually, you know, these are gonna fold in. On one of them, I will put all my adhesive on that one, just one of the pieces. Make sure I get, so these will go in. The next is the one that has your adhesive on it, and then this is your final one. Just like that, we created a really super cute little gift bag that will hold any really awesome little gift that you want to give to a masculine man in your life. You can make this with candy, gift cards, again, lottery tickets, money, all kinds of neat little things. You can put golf tees in there, and even like a men's wallet will fit in there. So you're gonna want to fill it up with what you want to fill it up with. One thing I'm also gonna fill it up with is this little piece that I cut off first. I'm just gonna fold that in half, and we're just gonna make this really cute little card that will go inside. So let's go ahead and decorate all of our pieces that we have. Let me get all my little pieces down here. They kind of fell out of my little piece. We're gonna need an oval. We're gonna be using the vanilla twine out of that. Here we go. I know that's at the bottom. Just all different kinds of dies. I ran through one of the ovals out of the framed florets. I don't need the ring, just the inside. And then all of these labels are perfect size labels. That's from this bundle that we're gonna use, the All That bundle. So, and again, if you don't have this, when you order the class, we do the die cutting for you. So you can use any stamps that you want to, but we're gonna use this Happy Birthday to a Classic, because look at that, that kind of looks like tire tracks, doesn't it? I thought that'd be perfect for this one. I'm also gonna do To the Man Who Does Everything. So this is a nice, neat little, I didn't clean my stamps off, and usually I have multiple blocks up here, but I don't today. Let's see, we're gonna put, I don't wanna lose my guacamole, so I gotta put that where it belongs so I don't lose my guacamole. Okay. Okay, so Happy Birthday to a Classic. Take our black stamp pad, and that fits perfectly on one of those labels here. And also, you know, this year we got Father's Day comes in June, but we also all year long need those birthday. So there's that one. While I have the stamp pad out, I'm going to stamp the To the Man Who Does Everything. And I have that on this label that is from that same exact stamp set and that same die. Make sure, it's kind of a bolder stamp, so I need to make sure I got it inked pretty good. And then this fits, Stampin' Up! Does this on purpose, but they make it so it fits perfectly on there. There you go. So we have our labels. I'm just making a cute little simple card to go on the inside that you can just write a little message, you know, just a nice simple little message. So this one, actually this is the one that goes on the outside of the card. So it's just a cute little simple card. On the inside, I just stuck another one of these blank labels, so you could just write, you know, to and from. So it's a little birthday gift. So that's gonna go inside with all, whatever you wanna put in there, the candy or whatever. Then I'm just gonna take a little 1/8 inch hole punch and then just punch, I just squeezed it together, and then I don't like to punch through 4, so I kind of go a little bit towards the middle. So I'm only punching through 2 layers. We're gonna use the vanilla. I'm using a vanilla paper with this project, and we're gonna thread this through the holes. Oh goodness, this is something I wouldn't recommend lightly, is trying to thread through holes when you're on a video. That's not easy. Sometimes I make easy things get much more difficult when you're trying to do it on a video and people are watching you. So then we have this one through these holes. Let's see. Not too bad. All right, and we'll just tie it shut. Of course, you want to make sure you fill it up first before you tie it shut. So this is this little bag. I'm going to show you a Valentine's Day version, because you can make this for little Valentine's Day projects, but I love having these around for birthdays, because I do give, you know, either gift cards, iTunes cards. My family and I, my kids, we all play Pokemon Go, so we're always needing some more Poke Coins. So I buy that for them a lot, or even sometimes just money. To finish this off, we're going to take our dimensionals, and on this one here, and we're going to just, this is an awesome little gift, birthday gift. I'm going to do 3 for a masculine project. All right, I'll show you a couple versions of this one too. I had to practice these first, because again, masculine projects don't necessarily always come natural to me. So here's this little gift box that we made today. Here's a version that I made yesterday. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did 3 of those little dots. I think that's really cool, so I'm gonna add those dots. Let me find my tool here. And I took the big dot. Again, these look like they are like perfect for this project, because they're a little bit shiny. Well, and you can't, I mean, they're blue, like a really dark blue, but it's one of those dark blues. Like, where is it actually? Is that black? There you go. So that is perfect. So here's the one I made. So this one, I put the, there's my measurements. I put the paper and then the shiny paper is what's folded over, but here I did the opposite. So do you like, are they both? Which one do you like better? Then here is my Valentine's Day version with the gnome stamp set and the, but look at this one. So this one is a perfect little Valentine's Day gift bag. I put a bunch of those Lindor, not bunch, it only holds 3, so this is perfect. Those Lindor chocolates. I'm gonna need one of those after I'm done with this. And then here's the little card that it makes. See? Exactly the same, but I just changed the paper. And of course you change the stamp set to the gnome stamp set. So you could see, even if you don't want to make the masculine ones, then you can change that as well. So there you go, everybody. Thank you for joining me today for our birthday class. My lights are there. Number 2. So you can start ordering now. They're using the host code link that I gave you. There's a link. It's attached here. I'll attach this link in my YouTube video replay. I will email it out. When you're on my email list, that's when you find out about everything that I have going on. Hey, Jane, can you bring me the Creating for Christ projects? I have only 2 things right now that you can even sign up for. Everything else is sold out. The first, and there's a 4 note cards too. Okay, perfect. So the first one that is still available is our Creating for Christ project. So this one, you're gonna make a 12 by 12 sampler. We don't include the frame, but it's based on love. So this is my Creating for Christ and project I do every single month. If you just want the directions and the scripture verses, then we do those for free on the Facebook group. I share all of the directions for free. We just want you guys making projects in honor of Christ and loving them. And my friend Julia DeSalva and I run that group together. So it is seriously stunning. So for this class, it's $49 and you're gonna get the paper, you get this specialty vellum, the ribbon, and a set of the dots. But you'll also make some love notes. So it's all based on love. We're all about sharing God's love. It's definitely important. Look at this one. So sweet. So you get the dots, the ribbon, but you could, again, if you're on a Facebook group, we posted the links, but also my email list is very important. And then the other thing is for the first time ever, I still have some winter retreats in a box left as well. I haven't emailed out about it yet, but I will. So there are just a couple of my things that I have available right now. All right, I will not be here next week. I will be actually flying home. My husband is taking me to Cancun for 5 days. I don't know about any of you, but I struggle a lot with seasonal depression and a lot with the winter blues, if you call it. So one of the things that we do naturally to help take care of that is in January, my husband always takes me with some of my friends. My friend whose husband's name is Taco, he's coming with us. And we're gonna be in Cancun with some sun therapy and vitamin D next week. So I won't be here. I know, Michelle, I only did one advertisement for it, but there still is about 20 boxes left. I figured it was just right after the holidays, so, but yes, there are about 20 of retreat in the boxes left to go. Other than that, they will be sold out too. So I just wanted to show you the couple classes that I have that are available. And then February we'll have some awesome new things too, but that's it for January. I will try to bring some sun back with me. It is another super gray day here too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you more than you can know. I look forward to those of you who do place your orders and then putting together your packages. We try to package them up nice and special for you and all ready for you to get them in and just make your cards. Super, super simple. Rudy said, can you show what was in the retreat? I'm not gonna show it because it's a surprise. And a lot of my friends that watch this all take the retreat. So I'm still gonna leave it a surprise. I might show some sneak peeks next week maybe, but right now I'm not. They are always incredible. They are always jaw-dropping and they always are just over the top. So and everybody who gets them knows that. So I'm not showing them. And although we're still working on some things, but a lot of it is already done. I can just say that my workers outdid themselves again. Our projects are so cute. And so yes, I'm gonna keep it a surprise. I might show the bag next week. I might show them, but not right now. I do like it to be a complete surprise when you open that box and everything. We are using the Sentimental Park Suite as the make and takes, along with the owls. I think the owls are incredible. And again, I wanted to have a stack of cards with the owls, so Retreat in a Box is gonna make those too. All right, so thank you guys for being here. Have a great 2 weeks. I won't be here live next week, but I will the next 2 weeks after. We have 2 more birthday classes coming up. We have one that will be themed more towards like adolescence for children, teenagers, that kind of thing. And then the last one, we're gonna go back to my favorites. You know, flowers, fun, butterflies, some cute stuff. So the last one will end with some more typical cutesy projects. All right, see you later.